Welcome back. Hawks Podcast, episode 15, part 2. Let's get it. Last episode, spring, 2023. Let's go. Welcome back to Hawks Podcast. This is episode 15, part 2 of 2. It's a two-part episode because this is the last episode of Spring 23, and these are the last episodes of the season. It's crazy how it's already the 20th. I'm recording this on the 20th, 2023. It is 1:58. I'm about to hurry this up because I have to be done soon. But anyways, yeah, man, I can't believe it's already the end of spring. And like I said in part 1, I was busy with school and personal issues. That's why I had to hold off on dropping content, but and dropping episodes of this podcast. That's why there's a gap between episode 14 and episode 15, and then there's a larger gap, episode 14 and 13. But it is what it is. I mean, sometimes those things happen, and you have to take notice and take heed, and then also come back when necessary. So it is what it is. Definitely looking forward to the upcoming summertime, and this is the end of spring. We're just gonna enjoy it. Hope you guys had a great spring as well. Any events that y'all celebrated: Father's Day, Juneteenth, Mother's Day, Easter. Going far back to April, etc. So yeah, I mean, let's just get straight into this. I said more in part 1, and I want to keep this part brief because I don't want to make this too long because I'm dropping 2 content. And after you take a hiatus, you don't want to do too much in the beginning. You just want to keep everything simple, and then you slowly ease back into what you were doing before. That's what I've seen so far in my young career, in this. But anyways, yeah. So this podcast episode, the topic of this podcast episode is a global addiction. Now, it's not as serious as it seems. This is going to talk about social media, mainly Facebook, and kind of generational differences and how people communicate. This is from the Mallory's podcast. Shout out to Terrell and Taylor. It's Mallory. Shout out to them. This podcast clip is from their podcast episode 90 something, Brick by Brick. The last episode I reacted to was episode 119, the 2-minute drill, and that was talking about events, but this is going to talk about a global addiction on social media. It's more humorous than it seems. It's not going to be a serious conversation. I don't even want to have a serious conversation right now. I want to keep this lighthearted for me going back into this. So let's get straight into it. Oh, their content is explicit mainly because of language. So I'm going to clean up the language, and then we can keep it PG because my content is PG-13. But that's just my preference, of course, and what I choose. But anyways, that's random. What I choose, that's crazy. But anyways, shout out to them for this clip, and shout out to Terrell for being their father. Yes, that's great. Well, I bet. Let's get straight into it. Yeah, so this is episode 92, Brick by Brick. This came out a year ago, March 18, 2022. Okay, bet. And I've seen this clip, both of these clips before. I'm gonna play because I was actually trying to. I'll explain later. Okay, bet. Global addiction. This is a segue clip, and then the main clip, which is called Global Addiction. We'll discuss this topic further. So
with this, I don't know if you've seen this, bro, on Facebook. Anybody else? You ever see the show on Facebook? It's a tattoo show, but it's like the person that's doing your tattoo is like your ex-friend from I love that show. Years ago, and they'll tat some crazy on you. Yeah, I love that show. This girl tatted dog tags on her friend, right? And when her friend looked at it, she said, "Come over here." Awesome, Chip. They always be like, "You want to?" I'm like, what show do these people go on where they willingly let somebody tat them blindly? You don't know what they're tatting on you? I don't know if the tattoos and you got baggage and beef with them. But you know what? I don't know if the tats are really real, but they do a great job of selling it. And you don't know the beef until after the tattoo. Right. That's another form to me of it is like attention span cancer, bro. I can watch so many of those videos, and I'm like, I know damn well he didn't just willingly let him tat this. And you know what? People mess with me because of Facebook. People mess with me. All right. When all of my men was over here a little while ago, I was like, yeah, you see such and such on Facebook? And they all was like, you still be on there?
You still on Facebook?
Y'all are tripping. I still follow my alma mater, high school and college on Facebook so I can see what's going on. But also, bro, Y'all
Well, it's
think
kinda weird getting
Twitter
high
is
school
reckless,
notifications.
right?
Yeah.
But Facebook, you can see somebody get broad daylight. Then the next will be a motivational self-help
Motivation
video.
help video.
The next will be a recipe video.
Recipe video.
The next one will be a man rescuing a turtle from like a river or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know what I always fall victim to?
What?
The dog. Look,
The dog's messed up.
He was. They found him. Look, they put a zip tie around his neck. The dog, and then they show the process of the dog
It's
getting better.
crazy.
Somebody finally adopted the joint.
Sorry.
Right. You can have my 10 minutes every time. I'm telling you this, bro. I'm telling you that. Or like all right, since we on the topic of Facebook, there are a lot of people on Facebook that do like fake pranks that are very obviously fake. Oh yeah. But they do so many of them that I feel like some people, I've even found myself sitting there waiting. And it's like you're waiting for nothing. You're just low-key paying them. Like this lady was like behind her husband on this computer, and she's setting all of this up. And it wasn't until she got halfway through setting everything up, I was like, he would have definitely heard her. Yeah. So now I'm waiting for this fake reaction. But I've been watching so long that I want to see it, even though I know it's going to be fake.
Exactly.
Yep. The attention span, it's cancer. I'm calling it cancer because you can't cure that. No, for real. You can't beat to that. The point where,
I mean,
remember, when we grew up, YouTube was YouTube. Like, we grew up on Kevin Edwards. Yep. Spoken Reasons. People that was like being super creative. Right. And then the culture changed to a reactive type of content, like pranks. Yeah, like, and think about what a prank did. Like, visually, it was great content because it's like, oh, ain't even know. She ain't even know. Yeah. And so the anticipation, that adrenaline, that little small adrenaline rush you get waiting for that person to find out. Yeah. You know the backstory. We just waiting to see the info. It's like a movie that, it's like watching In Too Deep. It's like you said, the recipe. You know he's undercover. You just wait for the all to spell out. That's the recipe for all TV shows now, I swear. They show you, look at clickbait, all of these shows coming out here, The Undoing, all of shit. They're going to show you what happens. But what I was going to say is that people went away from... somebody, look. People...
Yo, you good?
The market went away from real pranks, and now they're doing them joints on Facebook where it's like fake pranks, and they know it. They even put in the title and be like, fake. And guess what? People still watch them. Facebook's content, you were right. Facebook, I told Terrell this all the time. They have, hands down, the most decorated timeline. You're going to get stuck on a Facebook timeline, and you'll be on that timeline longer than TikTok, Instagram. I swear to you. You know what I just realized? We sound old. Nah, I'm telling you. Because these do not have Facebook, bro.
Sound older, you're not old.
Well, you know what? I'll tell y'all this. The reason why we have Facebook probably is because we're a little older, bro. We're older, but that's a whole different community. Y'all don't realize is over there, though. There are, you know how many things y'all see and laugh at on Twitter that came from Facebook, that started on Facebook?
Facebook.
Not saying that you should get on there and like start requesting friends though, because that would kind of be weird. Weird, yeah. You just, if you don't have one, I don't get on there and accept friend requests and shit. You know, I'm not doing that. I might get on that joint and just look at the TL. Right. The only people that should be making Facebook pages are people that are old, like older people, like 40 plus. Cause Aunt Charlene is on Facebook. You didn't see? We gotta make you a page, right? So you can go in and say something to her. Yeah, we've been trying to get my mom to make a page for years. You give old people the access to email each other, and their conversation be the most driest, blandest ever. I know, right? Hey, Howard, how have you been? Good, Tisha. I'll see you later soon at the event. Why did y'all even need to do that? Y'all could have got each other phone number. You ever see how old people text? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Text somebody that's a little older? We so used to being so decorated. That's how we've been communicating for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So it's like text. They just picked it up. You can tell, like, look, 10 years ago. You can tell that they just started clicking them what Dad'll be like, look, what time are you off? What are you doing? Look, very flat. Not doing anything. Lowercase everything. Making chicken. Dot. It's like, all right. Or for me, it's the responses when you be like, all right, we should do this and we should do that. Okay. Like, damn, nothing else. Yeah, like you didn't like. But I would say this lastly about Facebook. Facebook is like you said, nobody has.
Email about
we do sound old. Facebook to me, it's kind of like Tumblr in a way, where the people that still use it love it. Nah, y'all tripping. I'm sorry. Majority of the world uses Facebook. If you don't use Facebook, just know you're not part of the majority. We're not gonna do that for real talking about trying to on Facebook. No, I wouldn't. No. I'm just talking about the young folks. Younger people and even people that's in the high 20s. Some people just gave up on Facebook a long time ago and never get on them. Yeah. But let's do this twin question real quick.
So that was it for the clip. That clip talked about global addiction. That's why I played the first part, which is about tattoos, which kind of random, but kind of segued properly into this clip, which was mainly talking about global addiction, social media, and mainly Facebook, which I personally haven't been on Facebook at all, really. Like, I've only checked Facebook just a little bit, just to see if my account was, if anything suspicious going on, or just checkups, because I have to check all my accounts. And I don't use Facebook at all. I use Facebook's second half, or was it twin, Instagram? What's the proper term? Meta platform, another meta platform application, which is Instagram. That's the one I use. I use Instagram a lot, personally. But I have a Twitter account, which is my main, which go follow me, which is at Twitter, which is on Twitter. Really, I only check on Facebook every now and then, just like randomly, just to see if I want to check all the accounts that have my name on it, just so I can be like, okay, but this is everything's secure over here. I'm good over here. I'm good on this side, and then I could just keep it moving. I don't really use Facebook. I even got emails about Facebook a lot this past month, and I was like, I had to mute this because this is too much for a platform that I don't even use at all. Seriously, I haven't used it seriously since 2019. Probably that was right before 2020 in this decade. So that it's been a couple of years since I've used Facebook, and that's pushing it. 2018 for real was that last year, because it was really 2018 or 17. That's the last time I used Facebook, seriously. But that's a random tangent. That doesn't even matter. I use Instagram more though, and Twitter, which you should follow me on Twitter, because my Twitter is at Hawk8940, which I post updates mainly, but also just like random things relating to the content that I do. But anyways, so that was a good clip. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Mallory podcast. Shout out to the Mallory. Shout out to Terrell for being the father, and shout out to Terrence for becoming an uncle. Shout out to that whole family. Ooh, don't want my laptop to fall. Almost pull my mic. I don't want to pull my mic. I want to finish this as soon as possible. I'm recording this back at home. Transitioning into the summertime. It's crazy that it's the end of June. Not end of June, but end of spring. So let me wrap this up. And that is it for Hawk's Podcast episode 15, part 2 of this 2-part series. Decided to make it a 2-part series because it's easier and it's less convoluted, because these are the only episodes I'm really dropping for the spring 2023. Like I said before, I was mainly busy with school and personal issues and matters, so I couldn't really focus on the content side. I had to focus on myself first, because you can't help the world until you help yourself, and I had to make sure that I was doing well, and also my business is being handled. So that pretty much wraps it up. I don't want to spend too much time talking at the end, just because I want to drop this the same day I'm recording this. This is 2:17 p.m. June 20th. It's a Tuesday, 2023. So shout out to everybody who is watching this far, or who support the content. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the summertime. Let's have a W summer. We're gonna have a great summer. Let's get it, man. Let's get these blessings. That's a throwback. Got it. Yes, I haven't heard that song in a while. Whoa, that's a throwback. That's crazy. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something else. Wow. Alright, bet. That's the same. That's crazy. Alright, bet. So anyways, that pretty much does it for this podcast episode. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to let me know. And thanks to all the support and any support that you provide. And I will see you guys next time. See you in the summertime. And man, it's crazy that spring is over, man. I personally had a great spring. A lot of personal development, man. And just, I'm just looking forward to summertime. That's all. There's always we look forward to the future. We move forward. We keep moving forward. So that does it. So thanks for watching. Peace out, Hawks. Have a nice day. Goodbye. That's it for this podcast episode. I haven't played this game. I'm gonna play this game within the year, so